Hello. And welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. I killed a ghost. I'm like Egon Spengler. Okay, here's a question. We were talking about souls before. When I defeated that ghost, what happened? Was that the soul of a person stuck here and is now like free back to the wheel to be reincarnated? Or is that something else? Like is the ghost that I fought, is a ghost and a soul the same thing in this universe? I don't know. I'm curious, but I don't know. Oh yeah, new abilities. Takedown, so that rushes the target, knocks it down. High firing rate. Modal, so I can go into the speedy act. All right, let's try that. Let's do high speed action.
I can do that.
So I'm continuing to rob and loot my way through. Oh, and I actually think I have the key for this door now. So let's fall back here and have that fight over here. I'm gonna consult the bestiary after this. Okay, cool. That monster just ran away from me. No problem. Oh, require the proper key, which evidently I don't have yet. All right, fine. Keep searching for it. Let's take a look in the bestiary about ghosts, spirits. No, it wasn't a phantom. Revenant? Nope. Shadow? Let's take a look. We'll just look at one of them. So a phantom. Soul did not properly separate from the body after death. It usually happens because of trauma. Unlike lost souls, incapable of interacting, shadows, phantoms, maintain a connection to the physical world. Anyone can become a phantom, so it doesn't really tell me. It's a soul, I guess, a soul that's separated incorrectly, but it doesn't say what happened after the soul is departed from the body, and then I hit it with weapons. Could work, everyone. I should be sneaking.
Flame and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Fairly well ruined area. Okay. So it seems like in the canon of this fictional universe, the soul is not an indivisible object. It sounds like souls can be damaged or fractured in some way, which is sort of neat. Though how one goes about healing a broken soul, I think a question for an animancer. I mean, we're seeing some of that, right? That having a soul that is damaged or troubled can lead to symptoms of mental illness. Okay, that is a lot of ghouls. We've wandered into the ghoul pit.
Hi?
Let's open this pit up.
Yeah.
Get out of here, wizard. With your spells.
Hmm?
On your word. Hmm?
Huh?
Let's rush into combat. Okay. the realness. It's happening. Massive piles of ghouls.
Following your lead.
This ability takes a long time to cast.
I've got this.
These ghouls, thankfully, are a little squishy, so I should be able to,
Yes?
I should be able to deal with them without too much trouble.
What?
At least I'm hoping. I don't have all my spells available.
Yes. What?
Here we go. Well, Dark Ghoul.
Let's go.
No, not done with that one yet? Okay.
Let's go.
Back to the wheel.
Let's go.
Putting these souls to rest.
Sure.
Fantastic. Good work, team. Anything good? Definitely not. I'm running pretty low on spells. I think I'm gonna camp here. Just camp right out in the middle of the ghoul-infested area.
About your being a watcher, I didn't really understand what was involved. Is it hard hearing the spirits all the time?
Can get a little overwhelming. I imagine so. All the gathered dead clamoring for attention. Sorry. At any rate, we're bound to find a solution. You can count on my help till we do. Thanks. Good talk. Well, hey, now it's nighttime in the Creep District. Which, who can argue with that? Ah, it is but a cave. The massive stone door of the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Speak, friend, and enter. Yeah, voice-activated door. Pretty into it.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not
Very quiet.
Yes? How may I help?
Where are you at, Aloth? Oh, he's back here. He's safe. Okay.
Yes? What?
Ready, Watcher.
On your word.
Right?
Yes? Roll up 10.
Say Melon. Come on in.
Francis!
There we go. The initial ghouls have been dispatched.
Sure.
I'm sure I won't run into any more trouble in here. Especially from this essence shimmering, pulsating device over here. I am writing to you from inside an ancient Ingwithan tower. There's an entire district built around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. Let us set up temporary living quarters so we continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort. Master Greg. Wait. He's old Greg. Better get some rest now. Old Greg likes to get an early start to the day. Day 7, week of study, and we're still none the wiser about this device. Trindig remains optimistic. I don't know what I'd do without his spirit. I'm gonna take that literally. They're using Trindig's spirit. I would not want to sleep in close proximity to this device. I mean, I feel like that would be the correct choice because it's obviously not going very well for these people. I hope old Greg is okay.
Let's go.
And put an end to the skeletal rangers. They're like the New York Rangers, but bonier. Day 2. We've completed our measurements of the machine, thanks to Trindig's youthful agility. Way to go, Trindig! You're the best! Further examination is required to discover its intended use. Aw, way to let everybody down, Trindig. Let's here, have a potion, my friend. Haven't been using those at all. Oh, let's be sneaky. Everyone be very sneaky. What the hell? Get in there.
Yeah.
Where was Trindig when I needed them? And their youthful agility. Ooh, that's cool. It's my favorite fantasy nuclear power machine. If the plant ye wish to flee, go to Sector 7G. Alright, let us ascend. Ascend the tower. It's a soul smasher.
Keeping an eye out.
Eh?
Wreck those ghouls. Do I even need the dragons?
Stand still.
I guess. The pulling, pounding energy in the machine feels even stronger here. Cool.
Got it.
Alright, alright. More miscellaneous journal pages. How did this guy's journal explode and throw pages into every piece of the room? This game is committing a bit of a sin in terms of telling and not showing. We're learning the results of the game through pieces of someone's journal, which is a pretty like cliche way to be imparting information to us. I don't personally mind journals or audio journals too much, but Day 11. Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Beasts take the patron. We'll finish our study on our own time. Or, just as I said as much to Trindig, the sky came to life with stray lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad's spooked. The only cure for that is a good night's sleep. Aldhelm and Trindig. I wonder if one of these revenants was Trindig. Sorry, Trindog. Excellent. Well... Oh, day 10. Patrons growing patient with the lack of quantifiable results. They should drag themselves out of the mansions and spend a few nights here if they think it's so easy. Yeah, or don't.
No problem.
This place is a mess. I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's full of zombies. Aldhelm, I did indeed receive your recent summons, as well as the two that came before it. I've been waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so I can give you my answer in person. A firm and unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in that tower, sweating over runes I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just around the corner. I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Yours truly, Cantha. Ooh, an arcane dampener. Well, who needs to have their arcanology dampened? You've got room for a ring. Why don't you wear it?
Hmm?
Adar. Cool. I can create it. Adar, capable now of creating a sphere of antagonistic energy.
No
Like
problem.
every other human is naturally predisposed to do. Automatically. Without magic. Whoa. Cool. Guess this is the top of the tower. It's the whole city back there. Oh, that's great. What a delightful vista. There's old Helm over there.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? A man hunches over the strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from his arched back. He's barely clothed, filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are mottled green. A spoiled stench emanates from him. I would be freaked out up here, not because of the undead guy, because I know I can punch and kick him to death, but this is really high up, and those guardrails do not seem very high, and I do not like heights very much. He's so intent on his work, he doesn't notice you till your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Adra pedestal. Only his bared teeth seems to have escaped decay. Well, at least he brushes. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
The precious. Tell me what happened here.
I'm trying to figure out.
He smashes a fist into the Adra pillar. His hand makes a crunching noise, but doesn't bleed. Ew.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
Oh, now he needs workers' compensation.
Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
If I had a copper skate for every fool animancer whose thirst for knowledge led to a disaster, well, I never would have ended up in Gilded Vale, that's for sure. Whatever happened, I need you to give me the facts, please.
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight.
Let's imagine how that conversation went, alright? So, I'm Aldhelm, and Trindig comes to me and is like, Aldhelm, I saw a robed figure lurking around the tower, wearing a mask and carrying knives. My response is going to be, oh, you're just seeing things. That very specific thing you saw, just a trick of the shadows. I mean, okay, fair. What else are you going to do? Call the cops? Because we know how they behave.
And the machine. This cursed spire. dormant for 2,000 years, lifeless through hundreds of our experiments, and we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
He's so angry. So angry. Angry academic. As exciting a prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that given mention of a machine and a master figure both, there is another explanation.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how
Angry
this
nerd.
but I don't know how this happened. Where to go? That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down. What does the machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick. Yes. Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
So it's a machine that's like a static electricity generator for souls.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfoth? No. Focus.
Focus.
It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk. I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on.
Oh, trendig.
People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
Yeah, shit got super real.
Not yet. But I would be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise.
Tough luck, man. Your body is dead, but so is everybody's. We're all just souls trapped in bodies.
Until nothing
Slowly
is left but
decaying.
hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply.
Whoa,
I'm
Alton.
not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster.
Okay.
You could help. Help me
And
end this.
help me find
Help
this.
me find sustenance.
How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's heritage through
Shut
research and frivolities.
Okay.
Refuses to make herself useful.
Yeah, Cantha has the runes. She could turn the machine off. And within runes, she can read them. Speaks this feat so blandly. Let's talk about this Herodin, Dianea. I'd pick her thoughts at time. Alright. She wasn't here, staying with her patron somewhere nearby. Alrighty. I'll get the words from Cantha.
Cantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here still. Always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you bring me something. Something.
Yeah, he wants a food. Okay, Durance, sure. Animancer in his natural state never easily respected the sanctity of the god's creation. Only now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal. No, chill, dude. Chill. Don't be a dick. Oh, that's so smart. Proceed to the bottom. Ah, thank you. Thank you, game. Excellent programming, saving me from having to go all the way from the top through every single level and out through the bottom. I love watching how each different game, like different RPGs that have dungeons, how they handle that. Like Pokemon with the like escape rope or whatever, and then stuff like the way that the dungeons are crafted in Skyrim, where you can get in and drop down from behind, and then go out a secret entrance that's only accessible once you've dropped down or climbed up a certain place. Yeah, I love watching the game try to compensate for the fact that people get bored having to rehash old content. It's the same in the way that you can hash over that stuff in a tabletop game where you're like, okay, cool, you escaped the dungeon, or maybe you make a couple of random encounter rolls to say, all right, well, it's going to take you an hour to get out of the dungeon. Let's roll, and we'll see if anything gets in your way. This one's per rest. I wanted to try my new ability, but realized that I should save it for when there's wizards.
No problem.
Save it for the wizards. Hey, there's a coif. That's what a coif looks like. And now you know. Yeah, there she is. There's a Cantha, just stoking the fire. Hey, stranger. Woman bends over a roaring fireplace, feeding a splintered chair leg into it. As you get closer, you notice something unnatural about her. A certain pallor to her skin, a lack of movement beneath her flesh, even while her arms execute deft, efficient movements. And then... oh, excuse me. Then you see the puckered flesh, ragged and bloodless over her heart. Unnatural creature. Yeah, we know what you think.
It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
She laughs to herself. Ha 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 ha.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
Well, isn't she a nice lady?
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
Humble Aldham now by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it more succinctly. The problems in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry, Cantha. What do I care? I prepare myself for an eventuality such as this. Oh, she's fine just being a weird ghoul. Whatever.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth.
Oh, Ter Nuneth.
They built the machine atop it to contain souls. Hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls. Ugh, back to these Tinker's concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
Well, I mean, I agree. Yes, people are repeating their pointless lives, but still, my character doesn't feel like that, so fine. I could help you, but I won't. Pride lodged in her soul flares up. Here, I have specimens aplenty and time to observe them all the time in the world. My answer is no. Extinguish Acantha's pride. The vampire doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the squalling, burning mass. It sears your bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls remain here with me and accomplish more than any animancer in the history of the field. And who will know about it? All I've learned. Years of studying. No one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Your opportunities are finite. One day your knowledge will die with you. You're wrong. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That'll give me something. Teach me what you know. I'll make sure it grows and your legacy lives on.
So be it.
Yeah.
My studies and efforts shall
Teach
grow
me.
through yours.
Teach me.
These are the words you need.
My mind to your mind. Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temple, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning. You understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life, long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes, far more than a Cantha has shown you. You know their sound and meaning and how they fit together. The language of Engwith, once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind.
I think that's going to be important
You
later.
understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth, now that you understand its purpose.
Speaker of dead tongues now, and so she surpasses 100 frustrated scholars in a matter of mere moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me.
Turn it off, I expect.
It would be easy now that you
That
can
would
read
be
the runes.
easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful.
Be careful, everybody.
That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would
Well,
be a
I have to be
terrible
careful.
loss for posterity.
You said the other towers around the Direwood were constructed... I always call it Direwood. I know it's deer, but Deerwood sounds way lamer than Direwood. Whatever, I'll keep making that mistake. Alright. The other towers were made to move souls. Why would they want to do that? Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wish. The real question is as always why. To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck. The way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them like butterflies under glass. To melt them down. For I, since unfortunately I don't know. I bet you that I am going to find out why. We see now the Engwithans and masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment. Explain how the control words work. Harnessing the power is about understanding what it was designed to do. You know the words and their meaning. You can speak them, and the tower will obey. Okay. Just random mushrooms. Well, I'm going to leave you alone, strange lady, friend who taught me mysterious things. So now I understand this language, which I think is probably going to be useful for going into that big mega super dungeon later. Because, yeah, knowing the ancient language of these Engwithans and going into their ruins. That's how we learn things, everybody. That's how knowledge happens. Okay, so let's go back up the stairs and engage with the machine. Hello, the machine. Let us have a word. He looks worse than before. Rotten flesh hangs loosely. Sores have eaten away patches of the skin at his joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes. He doubles over, coughing up strings of black bile. Seems to have forgotten about you for the moment. Alright, buddy. That's gross. A jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you. Some kind of eternal pillar, perhaps? The panel is covered in runes, which you can now understand. You recognize the word for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize by an inscription the manner in which you turn the means of throttling the device. Choose end. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. Yeah. No more purple stuff. Put it away.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
Yeah, experience points.
Still and silent. It's finally.
I can't look at it anymore? Alright. Fine. Yes, Chad is making a good point that it took them a decade to accomplish that, and it took me all of 10 minutes. Which PCs. Well, I turned off the Pillar of Eternity. Game over, everybody. Game over. It's not game over. Alright. So the thing is turned off. That's nice. I completed that quest. What else we got here? Arch in the Wood. The dragon. Go to the village. I guess I don't have to return to tell them that I did that thing. The Justicar or whoever. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm the best.
Good day to you.
I guess I just moved a tile around. Defiance Bay owes me. I better get a manor in Brackenbury for this. Yeah, because I'm the best. The Pillar of 10 Minutes. Well, I feel good. I feel good about my accomplishments. Let me see. So that quest was... so that was this one. And that's complete. Let's go to the archives. Yeah, because I'm in the right neighborhood for it, and I'm gonna go see if they trust me enough
before
now.
venturing forth.
Yeah. Where's the boss nerd?
Hail, traveler.
I've had this conversation before. Okay, still nothing that he can do. Fine. I could just threaten the guy, but that just seems like... I don't know. Seems uncool. Should we go try to fight a dragon? Should I fight a dragon? I got some time. Let's go fight a dragon. The Drake so thoroughly trounced me before.
Sure. Pirate cities floating in the archipelago. The mountain halls of these northern dwarves. Plenty.
I haven't been further south than the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranganui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
Dude. Let's see if we can bend this Drake out of... Okay. We're gonna have... There's a fight as soon as I get here. That's cool. Nice start to things.
How may I help?
This thing isn't doing the job.
Can't get a good shot at this.
That's not very helpful. That's not...
Of course, the first thing I encounter just kills my... God, it's really irritating fighting this close to the top of the map. Alright, I'm gonna run over to the entrance to the cave and we're gonna camp before I go in. And we're gonna see if I am ready to begin some dragon mutilation. Do we feel like we are? I feel like we might be. You guys remember this? Remember when we were here before? Like, yeah, dragons, let's fight them. And then, oh god, no. No dragons. Complete PC mutilation.
I'll see what I can find.
Hey, I left some loot behind. From the last time that I was here. Okay, everybody. This is either going to redeem my earlier cowardice, or it's just going to be more. Sure, why not? Okay. I still feel like this thing is going to wreck me, but
How may I help?
I have faith. I have some faith in my abilities.
What? On your word.
Point the way.
What?
Okay, probably good to fight this thing first.
Hi?
Because it's already kind of on my
Point the way.
dudes. I'll try to keep her doing harassment. See if I can grab something to help fight. Get over there. Or maybe I'll just keep throwing the paralyzers around, because those seem to be working out pretty good for the most part. Aloth there. Oops. Nope.
Huh?
What?
Okay.
This thing isn't doing the job. Hey,
Who is he even fighting?
How may I help?
lava.
No. Get away and then fill it with magic missiles.
Yeah.
Following your lead.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Some drakes of our own.
What?
Yes?
That's all I ever wanted, a drake of my own.
Point the way.
Okay, there goes one of the young drakes. So that's nice, that'll help.
Yes?
Okay, so let's try to take out the second drake now. And that high priest is still up. Maybe I can convert him. Wololo. No, I don't want to cast that. I want. Yeah, bonus to defense. There we go.
That
The dude's alive.
Beyond seek.
Yes?
Point the way.
Aye?
Oop.
What? This isn't working.
Ah, hell. No, that's not good.
Yes?
Oh, down goes my priest.
Hey, how may I?
Alright, so we have what, one more non-dragon target.
How may I help?
Lavaru beyond seek.
Eh?
Hmm.
Yes?
Okay.
Yes? Hey.
Oh, and you can drink this potion. Wait, everybody just beat the hell out of this thing while it's still here.
Yes?
Dragon time.
Following your lead.
I think we should be alright now. I'm a little concerned about my main fighter being so beleaguered. Oh, no. Breath weapon.
How may I help?
Alright.
Ready, Watcher.
Eh?
Keep trying to freeze this thing and dealing it damage.
That's not very helpful.
That's not good.
Aye?
This isn't working.
Yeah.
Just all the spells in the world.
Can't get a good shot with this. They're closing in on us.
How may I help?
Arthek were Thunroth.
I'm just trying to keep it stun locked, basically.
How may I help?
Yeah.
Lavaru beyond seek.
All the magic. Oh, damn it! I was gonna magic missile that guy again.
Shit.
Someone to say shit. That's awesome. Come on,
Away.
so close.
Eh?
My bow's ready.
No.
Away. Got an arrow for this one.
Yeah.
Got an arrow.
Ah. No. Skeletor. Okay, well, maybe these little baby dragons will kill it for me. Just hit it with your... Hit it with your thing. Come on. It's gotta have like one hit point left. Get up. Get up, you loser NPC. Damn it. Oh, that was close. Yeah. So close. Alright. Well. I think we've probably got time to try that one more time. I'm thinking I need to do a better job making sure, like, basically it all started to really go downhill once Durance fell. But I think I can still do it. I think it's still possible. I wonder, I want to see how long Durance's buffs last. Most of them are combat only. Okay. Alright, let's start by trying to disable
Hi?
and see if we can't just
Yeah.
here,
Nice and
sneak
quiet.
forward slightly. Oh, he just spots you automatically. Okay. Alright. Enough of this. Alright, 8 are there.
Eh?
Let's all try to spread out a little here so I don't get fire all over us.
Following your lead. Hey, on.
Alright.
Hey.
So I guess we're gonna go. We'll go after this champion
How
first.
may I help?
Mostly just because it's here.
Hey.
What?
And I will try to hold the dragon frozen in place while we do that. Wow, that was a terrible start. He's already down to 1 hit point. How did that happen? $99 burn damage. Wow. Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
I'm pretty much just gonna stop as soon as I lose somebody. I still might not be ready for this, stats wise. Just pour all your healing on that guy. That's fine.
Point the way.
Yeah.
On your word.
No. I think summoning is useful, just to give them more targets at least.
Eh?
How may I help?
Points now. Freeze that dragon again.
I'm here.
Yes? Yes?
This isn't working.
Wow. It's just flying around behind me now. Okay.
What?
Yeah, it might be time to.
Yeah.
Still not ready for this encounter, hey? I mean, I might be if I.
Hey.
I might be ready if I had done more. I don't know if I had. It's got to be something that I can do. That's a little frustrating. All right. Well, maybe I'll wait.
Got it.
Maybe I'll come back. Still not dragon time. Yeah. Alright, game. I'm listening. I hear you. I wonder if I could find, Maybe I'll look specifically for like flame resist. Flame resist equipment. Maybe I'm not geared for molten core yet. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back. Yeah, and also I could get better like buffs and prep in that regard too. So yeah, I'll continue on. And we'll come back after we've done a little bit of additional questing. Shores of Bale Lake, the opposite side of Twin Elms. Oh, yeah. So a ways off. So let's head for the village. All right. I'm going to save my game, as you can see, and I'm going to take a quick break, run a short commercial, and we will come back in just a few minutes with more Pillars of Eternity. See you soon.